So starting with you, Nick, which player return are you most excited to see?
Janae, it's got to be Simmons. And we all saw the reception he got on the bench when he came back with Brooklyn.
Off his back. Doris, I could use that machine. I know the two of you already have that at your home. I know Mark for sure does.
Here he puts Simmons in the weight room, or at least tries to.
He was out early, and he was going to leave no doubt.
Vanessa just hoping that Ben Simmons is ready to play emotionally and physically in that game. It is a hurdle that he has to cross, and it's one that the entire league is waiting to see what happens in.
The problem tonight defensively has been able to just secure the defensive board.
And Giannis underneath. Looks at Simmons as if to say, get up. Downhill at Simmons. Double came, it didn't matter. He put Simmons in the weight room, saying he's too little.
Now Irving sees a seam, drops it off, Simmons dish.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this because one is not like the other.
He has the skills to be a great professional. He's done it in the past, and he hasn't played in 2 years. So you guys keep coming in here asking me like, what about Ben? What about Ben? And it's just, he hasn't played in 2 years. Give him a fucking chance.
We've heard this before, right? Oh, give him a chance. He's gonna get better. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what this video is about. The wasted talent that is Ben Simmons.
Well, the Sixers unveiled a statue for NBA icon Dr. J on Tuesday. The Hall of Famer told ESPN.com that current Sixer Ben Simmons is a, quote, once in a decade, maybe once in a lifetime type player.
And when I mean talent, I really mean talent. I mean, he's nothing but talent. He has the wingspan, he has the size, the athleticism, the playmaking. I mean, goodness. I mean, you can see him shoot. In high school, he was a phenom. He was getting comparisons with guys like LeBron James. That's how good he was in high school. That's how much hype people were building up for this kid, Ben Simmons, from Australia.
I would remove that myth. Oh, he's a point guard. Oh, he's the next Magic Johnson. Oh, he's the next LeBron James. Those comparisons have killed him. He is not Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson can shoot better than him in college than he'll ever be able to shoot.
But when it comes to Giannis, I mean, he was a project right from the beginning, a raw prospect. He had a lot of interesting things going for him, but he just didn't have the God-given gifts that Simmons had. I mean, right from the beginning, you could see him struggling from the line also. And defensively, he was a marvel as well. I mean, look at how he anticipates passes with the length and wingspan that he has. It's just beautiful to watch.
And when Michael Carter-Williams got hurt for the season, it was a simple handing of the reins over to him. And let's just say it's been a complete revelation.
And the biggest difference between the two, well, Ben Simmons has not improved.
In the preseason.
Oh, Simmons over his head to Claxton for the flush.
So now I told you where Simmons and Giannis were in the beginning of their careers. Now we know where they're at now. How did it get this bad?
I think he is a once-in-a-decade, once-in-a-generation type of player because everybody's going to want to play with that guy.
In his rookie year, I mean, look at the statistics. He has amazing stats. I mean, these are stats that we hadn't seen at the time since Oscar Robertson, and you could see here, Colin loving it.
I love them because they pass. We're so caught up in this. Michael Jordan scored and Carmelo scores. LeBron shares, and I loved Magic.
If you think of the size and the ability, outside of the shooting, he reminds you very much of LeBron James, except he doesn't feel the need to score.
And at this point, the race was clearly between the two, Ben Simmons and Donovan Mitchell, where Ben Simmons, he thought he was the clear-cut winner.
It's been a two-man Rookie of the Year race all throughout the season. Yourself?
It's interesting how much confidence he has at this point in his career.
I'm not worried about other rookies. I'm worried about the guys at the top, and that's where I want to be. So I can't worry too much about, everyone else. I got to focus on what I need to get to and what I need to work on.
Oh, I'm so excited to see him play.
But of course, he had his flaws, flaws that he still has to this day.
Pop quiz, how many threes has Ben Simmons made this year? A guard in today's NBA has made how many threes?
I'm going to say...
Zero.
Okay.
I will say this, he is a liability at the end of the game, though.
Because he doesn't want the ball in his hands.
And he can't shoot free throws.
We had Shaq on our team, and Shaq was a terrible free throw shooter, but when he was out there, he wasn't playing hot potato with the rock.
No, he wanted to get fouled.
He wanted to get fouled because at the very least, I'm going to put you in foul trouble. I'm going to get everybody in the bonus. I'm going to foul some guys out. Mac, you know how this is. If you got a guy on the floor who's afraid to shoot free throws, if you're on the floor, that means we trust you. Don't be afraid.
But guys, he's still a rookie at this point.
Do you have faith that he can repair his jump shot or his free throw at the course. I mean, this is rookie
season. It's so early. Right. You have to, at this point, give him benefit of the doubt.
I believe somebody that good at basketball will find a way.
Right. That's a good point. It's a good point. He's a young guy.
Right.
But, you know, again, is a guy who's 20 years old, 21 years old. He'll get there, I guess.
The mentality. I mean, you can't beat it. Like, I like that kid.
Wait, so how bad were his flaws?
And then Simmons starts. Scott Brooks intentionally fouling Ben Simmons, a 57% shooter coming into the night. He misses 2 free throws there. He took 24 free throws in the fourth quarter. That's the most ever in NBA history.
I thought that was a typo. I thought he misquoted that. No, he actually took 24 free throws in the quarter because of how bad he was, because of how much of a liability he is from the line. He got fouled so much.
I'll step up. I have no fear of taking free throws in there.
What was your reaction when you started to figure out, like, all right, this is becoming a thing right now?
I mean, I'm going to the line shooting free throws, so I just got to make them.
Ben, what can you learn from going through the hack of Ben or hack of Simmons, whatever we're going to start calling it tonight?
Pump of Ben. It's not going to happen for that much longer, you know. I'm going to knock him down.
There's no way. He said that with so much confidence. What happened to this Ben Simmons?
Yeah, he makes the game easy for his teammates where he can pass the ball, make plays. Defensively, he can cover up to help teammates, block shots, steals, and then also being able to rebound the ball and push it. And so you can see Giannis has the total package, and you can see that he's starting to understand how to play the game at a very high level.
Oh yeah, at this point Giannis was just becoming a threat as a point guard and as a facilitator. Oh boy.
Here's Giannis. Triple team getting to Lopez, who puts it down.
And you know, it's interesting seeing, you know, the course of Giannis' career trajectory go up, and Ben Simmons, I mean, Ryan Hollins, of all people, was the prophet of our times. I mean, just listen to what he has to say.
Ben Simmons doesn't have a jump shot. Not interested in a jump shot, not trying to take one. And you tell me this guy has a chance to be great, the next Magic, the next LeBron, without one? Not a chance.
He definitely has a chance to be great, and saying that the 76ers don't have a chance is absurd. Like, do you know anything about basketball? You ever watched a basketball game?
I watch a lot.
You ever played a basketball game?
It's so odd because Ryan Hollins is the same guy that called Giannis overrated. Now is spot on calling Simmons overrated.
So Ben Simmons isn't good? Like, Ben Simmons doesn't have a chance to be great? He has a chance to be a top 15, top 10 player in this league. I know he can't shoot, but you're arguing that he's not good?
I give you a chance. When you watch Ben Simmons, he won't even take a shot. Ben Simmons
even though you know he won't take a shot, he's still, he averaged 15.8 points a game, shot 55% from the field.
Hey,
so you as a defender know that he can't shoot from the outside, and he can still beat you.
That's cool for the regular season. What happened in the playoffs? You're not going to win in the playoffs without it. They got knocked out in the second round, like I said.
He was a rookie. With his season is comparable as a rookie, to Oscar Robinson. You know who that is? A really good basketball player.
You may think to yourself, okay, broken clock is right at least twice a day. No, look, he has a point though.
Ben Simmons, little turnaround hook, no.
He had his fair share of lowlights against the Celtics that year.
Really the only guy that's got anything going right now. Nice give and go there by Simmons and Gallinari.
Simmons gets it deep on Morris. Trying to get to the hole. It's blocked.
I don't know about you, but that looks just like how Ben Simmons plays today.
You know what I mean? We stay on his shit. Stay on. I wish I could say other words because I'm from Jersey, but we stay on him. And like, you just stay on him, and we're just here to give him positive affirmations while he's out there and just let him hoop.
I know he's being a good teammate, but I have to counterbalance this. This video is just to talk about all the bullshit.
Ben Simmons is a basketball scientist. Here's how he makes the court his lab.
Ugh, watching this shit again made me as pissed off as Steve Nash was the other day. Oh my god.
He reads the defense before they even give him anything to read. That's why it doesn't matter that he can't shoot. When teams go under on him, he just runs straight at them and trusts that he'll figure something out.
He says, you know what, if they're going to sag on me, it just gives me more room to drive the ball.
He's just going to make you pay all night. Durant, give and go. Simmons, it's an air ball.
Whereas Giannis, he's constantly improved. I mean, just look at these records, these accolades. He keeps on winning.
A two-time league MVP and six-time All-Star, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Where's Ben Simmons at? He's not even a top 75 player, and for good reason. I mean, just look at the 2021 season, man.
Of course, 20,000 people yelling 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, it's that nuts.
Man, you could not imagine Ben Simmons having to deal with this nonsense.
We got guys on the phone in front of us timing him, and he had him at 8.5.
But as I said, like, I've learned to embrace it. Like, I know it's not gonna stop. You know, and at the end of the day, when it keeps going, it's like it fades away. You know, there's times that, you know, the first free throw I hit it, but in the fifth one, sixth one, I'm not hitting no more, and I'm just focusing on what I gotta do and you know, my routine.
You contrast this to Ben. He just looked traumatized out there.
And they're going to foul Simmons and put him back at the line.
It was charged to Philly, so they went from 6 to 5 timeouts.
Okay, thank you for that. Simmons knocks down a free throw.
I mean, you had memes, fans trying to tell him, this is how you shoot it, bro. Come on.
That's right. See? Coming up short.
Bro, like, this was the saddest series I've seen out of a player. And Giannis in that same year won a chip. And it just told you, 17 of 19 from the line in Game 6, scoring 50 points. He conquered the demons, all the naysayers. I mean, this is crazy.
And the brilliance of the young man from Athens. Simmons, they cleared out for him. Tapping his way in. Spins on Gallinari, gives it up. Oh, he was right there. And a foul as Thibault goes to the basket.
Well, but that's when you know that the game is in your head. That's a dunk for Ben Simmons right there.
And so when you see Giannis at the top of the mountain, I mean, that's where Ben Simmons was supposed to be.
Finals MVP, number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
But now he's just wasting and floundering his career away.
Over the defense and finding O'Neal.
There it is.
There it is.
6 personals, and he only made it to
12 minutes?
13 minutes.
Some people are saying, or speculating rather, that Ben Simmons is back. He's still dealing with a hurt back. But yeah, in that case, he shouldn't be playing. Now, look, Steve Nash, he did say he's telling Ben Simmons he wants to see him play with joy in the game. Oh, it's nice to see that absolutely nothing has changed.
At this point, he has shown us who he is, and that's who he is. I don't think there's no coming back from it. He's not going to look at the basket, forget even shooting the basketball. I watched about a handful of times where he set the screen, could have actually rolled to the basket, but he didn't even dive to the basket because he was afraid of even getting the ball to finish for a layup.
And if some of you think that playing Simmons at the 5 is somehow going to fix things, oh boy, you're in for a rude awakening.
Saying that he's going to be Magic or LeBron, I think, is aggressive, but you arguing that maybe he's overrated, I think is nonsense.
When I say overrated, it's comparison to Magic and LeBron. And my problem is not that he can't shoot, it's that he won't take them. And since he doesn't shoot, what do you need to do to complement that? And we're talking system, not player right now. You put shooters around him. They play small ball lineups where he's essentially the point center in the lineup and everybody spreads out and he does his deal. If you want to go far in the playoffs, that's not going to be the way, Dom. And you saw that happen this season.